Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name's Justin. You are watching the Justinson channel. And today, I just thought I'd sit down and tell you a little story. You may wonder why you're not on the tripod. Left it at my house. But we're back at this place. I'm going to tell a little story about my first job. But first, let me get out some Jones King soda. I just opened this. Take this glass and to help me through this video. Been a long day today. We did a lot of driving. And I don't particularly like talking about this. And now, I do want to mention this is non-alcoholic. This has no alcohol whatsoever. So, yeah. So I just need a little soda. Help me get through the video. Now, I'm going to start off by saying the first job I got, I was a food runner at this restaurant in my hometown. We'll call it The House. I'm not going to say the actual name because I still live in this hometown. I still go to the restaurant sometimes. So, still live same place that I have. We just move around a lot. We have a vacation home that we go to. Alright, but so I got my first job when I was 14 years old at this place called The House. I want to start out by saying how I got the job was it was considered volunteer. I did not get paid. I made tips. No being paid. When you work for a place, when you work for a place, you have to get paid. If you're over a certain age, you can work by the hour and get paid. But if you're under a certain age, it can be considered volunteer. Now let's start off by saying the beginning of the story. So my buddy, we'll call him Bob for this video. I hadn't talked to him in a long time. My buddy Bob worked at the house, and I'm like, hey Bob, how's the job been going? He's like, oh good, I'm making really good money. He was 16, so he's getting paid by the hour. He's like, I'm making really good money, I'm really enjoying it. So I'm like, hey Bob, if there's ever opening, let me know. So 2 weeks go by. I see Bob. Where did I see him at? I ran into him at the grocery store. I walked to the grocery store one day. Yeah, I walked to the grocery store and I saw Bob. He's like, hey, I was meaning to let you know there's an opening. So I'm like, okay. So I fill out all the paperwork and I apply. But I don't apply normally. I just put my name on the application. He gives me an application. I just put my name, my mom's phone number. Not everything else. There's a bunch of other stuff you have to put. So I turn that in. I give it to Bob. He turns it in and everything. 2 weeks go by. And I don't hear anything. And then finally they call my mom and they set up an interview. We get an interview all set up. I go to the interview. I'm going to take a drink. And we'll continue the story. So I go to the interview. I explain to them. They explain to me what the situations would be. And so 3 weeks, 3 more weeks goes by. So this is a total of 5 weeks that I've been waiting. I had the interview. 3 more weeks go by. I think, I didn't get the job. They call my mother because I did not have a phone at the time. And they're like, hey, your son got the job. So, okay, it was a Saturday when they called me. They said, hey, he can come in on Monday and he can start. So I go in there and I come to find out I'm cleaning the tables after people are done for 4 hours straight. I'm not running food. Not yet, anyway. So I do that for a couple of days, and I worked 4 hours, 3 days a week, and I was making $10 to $15. So if I could squeeze that $15 limit in, I could make $45 a week. I had nothing the money could go towards. I just wanted to buy stupid stuff. I was young, still am young. I just wanted to buy stuff just to have fun with. Have fun with my brother. So that's what I proceeded to do. I bought a bunch of stuff, and then about a month goes by after I started. I started my YouTube channel, filmed my first video as a PUBG video. The first video ever on the channel. And then one of the runners quit. We'll call him Cheddar. We'll call him Cheddar for this video. Cheddar quit, and this is a very small place. They have more people now, actually. But when I was working there, they had a total of, they had 2 cooks, 1 person to take your order. They didn't come to the table. You went up to the cash register and ordered. And then they had 3 runners and 2 people to clean up. So a total of 8 people working. They had a total of like 20 people working there in total at the time I was working there. Very little people. So one of them quit one day right in the middle of right before the lunch rush. So they're like, hey, do you want to serve the food? I'm like, sure. And they kept me on permanent. So I started serving the food. And I was making a little bit more. It was between the ranges of 15 to 20. Because people they tip more to the runners than they did the people that cleaned up the tables. I didn't even do the dishes. I just cleaned up the tables. I was very low. And then I went so high. Pause. Want to see a trick? Ready? Magic power of editing. So I started running the food. From that point on, I ran the food. And at this point, I had my YouTube channel. Like I said, I had my YouTube channel. All the money was going towards like paying for games on the Google Play Store. Because I was playing games on my tablet at the time. I didn't start playing on my Xbox for a while after. So I started playing the games on my tablet. And I played a game called Double Thief Wars. I believe the video is still on the channel. I don't know if it is. I don't remember, to be honest, because I have so many videos. And at the point in time, that game cost. Now it's free. It's a completely free game. Pause. The game was completely free now. But when I got it, it was like $2. That isn't insanely expensive. But everything I was making was going towards the channel to help it. Yeah, a very little of it actually went towards the channel. I just spent it like crazy. It went so fast. But that job took me nowhere in life. It taught me a couple of things. It taught me the value of money. It taught me customer service, how to respond to customers. And besides that, I learned nothing. I hated working there. And it didn't get good until right before I quit. I think everyone started tipping me more because I was quitting. But I made, if I could squeeze $20 a day, if I could milk $20 a day out of what I did, I only worked 3 days of work, 3 days a week. I made a solid $60 a week if I could milk. If I could squeeze out that $20. And the problem is, since most of the other kids were, like, there was one kid that was over 16, which was paid, actually, Bob. He was 16. The rest of us were younger. 2 other kids, me, the cleaners, me, and one of the other runners were all younger. So we all split the tips. So if I could get the $20 out of a day, I was happy. I've had a total of 3 jobs. I worked at Grocery Outlet. Sure. I worked at Grocery Outlet, which was the best experience. I made actual good money. I worked at another food vending place. And then I worked at the house. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to smash the like. Let's try to get 2 likes on this video if you want another story time. Hope you enjoyed.